Hey guys, Type here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Alliance of Defiance. Today spawning in the south, we've got DarkRegion playing as Soviets and his leader is mechanized support. NKVD and counterattack. Teaming up with him is Guard2707 playing as the Brits, who has commandos, Royal Artillery and tactical support. Offensive in the north, we have Sunny playing as OKW, immediately locking into Overwatch. And finally Farlion playing as Austria, going straight for German infantry. In terms of rankings here, Allies range team around rank 50 versus Axis around rank 100 range team. Okay, universal carrier in the build. Jumps inside. G42 jumping into the building, and with that heavy cover wall there as well, with only one window on that side of the building, makes the right choice and pulls back. Whoops. Those out here taking quite a lot of damage. Late retreat now. Oh, very late retreat. Oh, and they go down. That is really bad for Farlion there. Slightly late retreat there on the infantry section as well, but it looks like the machine gun was reloading, so no punish there for Guard2707. Well, I don't think too much has been going over here. Combat engineers camped inside the building. And we do have an M3 on the way for DarkRegion. G42 jumps out of the building, comes around the corner, gets some capping done, and can do this safely because Guard2707 did go for a fast tech actually. Doesn't have an extra squad infantry right now. Nothing to flank that machine gun. Here we go, double light vehicles chopping through the Axis infantry on top of this cutoff. Not really cutting off a tremendous amount of resources. Slightly out retreat there. And the Faust coming through for Farlion. We've got another Grenadier coming around the corner here. That looks like it's going to be the end of the universal carrier. Small arms damage now required. And here we go, making up for that lost pyro earlier by getting the universal carrier kill. It's like a slow cover-to-cover engagement, but the combat engineers will eventually lose that one. He was coming around the corner, forcing a whole bunch of retreats too. And here comes the officer, forcing back the grenadiers. Looks like he's going to repair up the M3. Could have backed it a little bit further back. Speed things up a touch. And a second penal squad coming in for DarkRegion. Just going to come around and force back these folks. Wants to keep the combat engineers here so he can capture with these guys on the back line while the penals do the heavy lifting in terms of combat out the front. Here comes the stern pyros, and penals not winning this by quite as much as I was expecting. Eventually forced to retreat. But in come the stern pyros, they've got some nice heavy cover to hide behind there as well. Penals cannot linger any longer. And it could even be a bit dicey for the combat engineers. No, that one model is pretty healthy, and here comes the M3, in fact trying not to retreat. Don't see why he wouldn't. And we did hear the truck complete for Sunny. He's closing the distance, looking for the Faust. He's got it available now. And one Faust would have been the end. It's taken so much small arms damage. In fact, almost went down just from small arms damage. So a bit of a tough start here for the Allies, trying to push back onto this fuel point over here, and a rebuilt universal carrier for Guard2707. Upgrading that with the Wasp can be very nice on this side of the map with all the buildings.
Armored cars can now be built.
toe to toe over here. And there we go, Wasp coming forwards. Ooh, targeting the Grenadiers first. Doing a good chunk of damage. But here comes a 250 for Farlion. And this is going to catch Guard2707 off guard. He doesn't have the Vickers to assist either. And this could even be a wipe. Squad wipe half track coming through. Oh, and he does get the wipe coming around the corner. And a grenade.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Doesn't look like he... Oh no, he got the kill on the machine gun. With the officer back there. DC in production now for Guard2707. Yeah, this is a risk you take when you don't get a squad with the snare straight up. Oh, and this is actually a cunning tactic. Blocking the vehicle pathing here so he can't get the wipe on that on retreat. Does maybe expose the universal carrier itself. Those P-Greens doing some pretty big damage, but here comes the AEC.
HQ is under attack.
And now the 250's in some trouble. There it goes. So that was looking pretty good for Farlion right up until the end there. Took down nearly 2 squads. But did end up losing both his machine gun and the 250, so ultimately does not lead to such good results. A couple of these Grenadiers upgraded now, the veteran squad leader. And equipping themselves with some medkits. In fact, just this one, the Vet 1-1 where the medkit is free, and putting her on the low health squad. M3 chasing away the 2 squads through the centre. Did have a mechanized truck go down for Sunny, and first vehicle out of that going to be the Puma, so Axis are going to have a response to these allied light vehicles very, very shortly. In fact, he's maybe going to fire the M3 immediately here. This is its first shot, M3 on the run. The Penals upgrading with PTRSs, however. Oops. And there we go. Jumps out of the M3. So no combat engineers go down in the wreck. So it was a nice touch from DarkRegion. Oh, good shot there from the Puma. Wow. Here comes a push back for Farlion. Let's put down tier 2 and going for the pack now. And that's just a lot of Axis infantry, very hard. Guard2707 to answer that without the Wasp, which is being repaired. Must be back on the front lines. Grenadiers try and close the distance for the Faust. They're coming across now. Grenade slightly into the retreat path, does not get any results. Coming forwards there briefly. And missing a shot on the AEC. And here comes the pack, but also quite far away. Grenadiers really want to capture this point before retreating. And they are successful. Pushing to the centre. Actually, PTRS is on one of these penal squads now. Jägerlight out to the side. And another Jägerlight squad coming in for Sunny. Oh, satchel, but so we're playing it safe. Hits the hard retreat there. Do have access to sprint on these guys, which can be helpful for like the last minute dodges against things like that. Get out of there a little bit more quickly if you're not fully watching that engagement. Easy kill there from the Puma. Officer nearly decrewing the pack, but not quite. So the AC out the back. Too timid to come through. Neil's out the front, zoning the Puma at the moment, and that's a T-70 for DarkRegion. 4 kills already, getting off to a really strong start. And a glider up in the air. Commandos is the lock-in for Guard2707. Which of course means that we might see some famous ace kills from him. With the air supremacy, with the smoke raid, gammon bombs, or with the base howitzer artillery. There's so many ways to kill an OKW truck with this commander. Okay, some base howitzer fire going to be coming down on the fuel point. Commando sneaking their way forwards. It's going to need a grenade, it's going to need to connect, but it looks like the blob just running right past that. And pack out the back, forcing back the AEC. It did not go very well for Guard2707. That is a strong, strong blob of infantry. If you can charge forwards and kill the glider as well, that would be really nice. Deny the reinforcements from that. Officer at Vet 2 now though, a little bit more fierce in its fighting power. Beans almost went down, but not quite. Good trench in the centre. Interesting. T-70 out to the side, getting some really good hits, and PTRS trying to shoot through the building there. Don't have any success. Kitten is there as well. T-70 got to be careful. He's doing a really good job hiding behind the building. And the Penal's coming around the corner. Zoning away the Puma again. Really needs a squad of infantry over here fighting off the Penals, and here they come. Maybe the stern post. Cheeky attack grounds here onto the Raketen. Looks like the Raketen can maybe get some attack grounds going itself. Same with the Puma. Oh, but there's a Zis from DarkRegion. Raketen almost dead now. Ooh, that was a big hit. 2 models. That was a really close call, but Sonny really need to get the attack grounds going in response with the Raketen. I think we saw 1 attack ground from the Puma there maybe, or maybe even 2, but I mean, it's an attack ground with the Raketen that whole time. And a walking Stuka now for Sonny. Triple cap at the moment for the Axis, but the Allies still have a small VP lead. Oops, friendly fire there from the T-70. Trying to kill the sandbag. Drops a penal model to it. And here comes a pretty big push for Guard2707. Commandos come around the corner, but it is dodging the gammon bomb. And the machine gun actually gets the suppression on there as well. Double P-Greens coming around the corner. Bundle grenades. Pretty good dodge. Oh, but those infantry sections are falling so quickly. And they go down on retreat. Big loss there. Just Pino's out the front here. Oh, and the Zis connecting, zoning out the Puma. Getting repaired, but you can't really take a 3v1 here with your Jaeger Light Squad. Looks like that's what he's trying to do, stall for the walking Stuka. Ooh, Oh, pretty good connection there too. 7 kills to get things going. Interesting. I thought he might be trying to target the Zis, but ends up getting the penals and a good connection too.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Nice work there, sweeping the mines. Going for the capture on the fuel. So far the Allies have had very, very poor control of this fuel point. The Axis have got a fuel lead, and behind that we're going to have a Panzer IV coming in very shortly from Farlion.
Enemy is taking our territory.
Left the capture circle just before the neutralize happened. Got a Zis out there. T-70 behind the shrubs. We'll put him use the attack ground. Zis moving into position. This is kind of risky. Right at the edge of its range, but does get the neutralize over here. Trying to bring the Raketten forwards now. And there we go. Puma does take some damage. Backing away now. Sternpo's charging in though, and the Raketten is there. Which connects. Combat engineer's getting a little bit low. And now trying to go for some attack rounds, but not having much luck. Here comes the P4. All commandos in deep trouble. They get away, but this AEC might not be so lucky. No smoke from him here. Oh, he doesn't have the munitions for it. And there's a big Axis blob going after the infantry section. And the P4 getting a rather lucky shot there on the move, knocking out the AEC. So another 2 units down for Guard2707. That is really bad news with the Allied team.
Point. They're trying to take it.
But so far, Sonny have not been terribly impressed with his attack ground performance. Ryan also doesn't have enough munitions to go for the machine gun upgrade on the Panzer IV here, but still getting a nice connection in the base. And Guard2707 has completed his tech. Just needs a little bit more manpower before he can afford a medium though. And here we go, Shreya out on the battlefield, so is vulnerable potentially, covering this cutoff. In a very defensive position, but we've seen it so many times before. And this commander especially. Nowhere safe. Be a tech truck.
Heavy machine gun team ready for battle.
Oh, that's nice teamwork there. Farlion building a bunker for his teammate. There we go. Puma just missing that attack ground, and that T-70 not missing its attack grounds. Look at OW infantry getting torn apart. Oh no, and the gunner, the guy trying to carry the gun keeps getting decrewed. Getting in some trouble, and there we go. Nice move, smoking the retreat. Doesn't mean that the machine gun that was setting up though doesn't get to firing, doesn't get to suppress. Here come the penals through the center. Just pushing behind this. P4 coming in from the side. Just sitting up on that now. Misses shot. There we go. Both penals end up getting suppressed, but they do get the decro on the pack out the back there. This penal's still around. There's Panzer IV now. They could get decrewed again by the penals. P4 with a little bit of a push. And here comes the Axis blob. Maybe looking for the retreat path, but it is favourable. Don't come down through here. Come across this way. Much more safe direction. Double rifle grenades, but they seem to be a little bit deep. Targeting, maybe hoping that the squad would retreat into them. Doesn't end up doing that much damage. Squad surviving. There we go. Walking Stuka ready to fire again. Going after the Zis, gets 2 more kills, very, very close to Vet 1 now. Going forwards, maybe hoping that the Zis There's a non-factor. Oh. And the Raketin gets the kill. Thought the Zis was going to kill the Puma there, but he committed to an attack ground shot. You saw the attack ground shot over here, but the Puma actually came back forwards, probably into his sight. And because of that, did not get the Puma kill. Now Zis decrewed and getting killed, and combat engineers also went down on the far flank with the Flamer. Allies in some deep trouble here. And here comes the blob for Farlion once more. Sunny has enough resources for the sector assault as well. They're in a really good position. But the VP game is still very, very close, with teams slightly above 300 points. Nando's bringing a bit of an ambush here, but it's not terribly effective for them. Especially now that their ambush bonus is worn off, they barely end up winning that. In fact, he's forgotten about them, and they go down. Got a Firefly out for Guard2707, but at the moment it's the infantry that's just giving him the business. Keeps losing squads. Goes through the center, also struggling now. Quite Vet 3. Here we go, Firefly connecting. Infantry section doing some decent damage along range. Now Allies pushing. Ober's coming out for Sunny. What kind of tank he's going to go for? DarkRegion looks like he's saving right for the 152 if I had to guess. He's got his tier 4 tick down already. And about 30 fuel away from that. Rebuilding is this as well, good choice. Just need to retreat, no. The glider coming through for Guard2707. It's nice if you can put them somewhat close to the front line so you can use them as a forward reinforcement point. Just going to go cover to cover versus the penals, and especially because they got the PTRS upgrade, should lose that despite the Obers not being especially healthy or vetted. But here come the combat engineers. We've got Jaeger Lights joining in on the fun as well. Stuka targeting this machine gun maybe. Oh, and gets the decrew. And here comes the Axis infantry blob once more. Before forced back by the Firefly. Grenades exchanged. Oh, and that's a good one. Gets the wipe there. To use grenades on both, but now the retreat path is no good. Looking for the wipe and gets it. Prioritize that over potentially getting the Faust on this. And now Guard2707 trying to recruit machine gun, but that blob is just too powerful. Lights with a tricky retreat path. Tempire's closing in. Oh! Not even going to get the chance to retreat. The 152. What an entrance! Immediately getting the wipe. Back out here, decrewed by the way. I wonder if that was the commandos that got that. They were camouflaged over here. Now trying to use the Firefly to inflict a bit of infantry damage. Does have a machine gun. And occasionally the main gun can get some hits as well. Use a marked target there.
A squad of pioneers has arrived.
Okay, well, will the 152 be the stabilizing force for the Allies? definitely suffered more wipes to this point, but we have to wait and see. Sunny with a decent chunk of resources. Oh, I wonder what he's saving for. Is he going for the King Tiger? Is he going for Panther? Oh. He's forced away instantly and could even get wiped here if the 152 gets a good follow-up shot. Wow. I thought he was well gone there. That is really, I feel sorry for Sunny losing his overs like that. Not much he could do, you know. They got down to low health, he hit retreat, then they died to the 152 on retreat. Pretty much unavoidable. And this is forcing the Axis all the way back. Farlion with a good chunk of resources himself has put down heavy Panzer Corps. And the Allies getting the triple cap cooking now as well. Do have an edge at the moment. The 152 is like the only thing going for the Allies, so they can split the focus here. They can maybe get some territory in different areas of the map. Panther going to be the choice for Farlion and Sunny. Commandos are waiting for a big gammon bomb, it looks like. Around the corner now, and there's another machine gun out the back, and the P4 gets a nasty hit. Commando's on the run. Could even go down now on retreat. Five-man Greeley's walking across. Stuka coming through. And, everything's evacuated the area, and Guard2707 actually stole that pack. Firefly going for some attack rounds, but this is a massive amount of infantry, but there come the base howitzers. And they hold the line. Here come the planes though. Sector assault coming down. 152 still in the targeting zone there, but Firefly pulling back. Oh, and 152 exposed now. No support from the Firefly, Panther, Puma. Thought Puma was looking for a block, but maybe the Panzer IV is going to do that. Blitz is in. And the 152 out here isolated. Firefly coming through in support. The 152 goes down. And here come the planes. Planes take down the Firefly. The Panther does go down as well, but overall that went pretty damn well for the Axis, especially if they can get away with that Puma as well. Which it does look like they did. So here we go, DarkRegion not respecting the sector assault. Left his 152 forwards. And the Axis capitalized on that. Did a lot of damage. Firefly came back into support, but it was too late, and then the Firefly ended up going down to the plains itself. So really good assault there, well-timed push by the Axis. And you can see the infantry for Sunny is just almost non-existent now. He lost so many squads. R2 bombing run coming through from the truck, but is this getting forced away? Pino's going forwards for the sticky satchel. It's going to connect, but now the Axis blob coming into the retreat path of the Zis overextended himself, trying to go for the truck kill all the way forwards, and ends up losing his AT gun. We have a quad out now for DarkRegion, but might be a little bit too late for that. This getting stolen here by Sunny and turned around onto the Cromwell and the quad. Is this? Refresh this for DarkRegion. Only other Panther. And oh boy, that's a lot of damage. Mark vehicle activated. Everything penetrating. Panther has to get out of there. The walking Stuka barrage coming through. Targeting the trench, but the squad jumps out. As this tries to dodge. Still alive. And now the pack. Stolen pack in a bit of trouble. Cromwell unable to support with the damaged engine. And here comes the Panzer IV. Trying to seal the kill and maybe destroy the decreed weapon now as well. Maybe he's going after the Cromwell, but there is a Zis back there. Grenade almost getting the wipe. Here we go. Oh, but he can't stick around to get the snare off. Engineer squad was taking too much damage. And yeah, P4 does indeed trying to finish the job on the pack, but oh, nice smoke actually. Farlion had already decided to pull back at that stage, but the smoke probably would have saved the Zis anyway. I mean, the pack. Speaking of the Zis, though, sat there and taking a whole bunch of damage from this penal blob. Do have some Obers and some Jaeger lights there, though. Oh, here comes the Zis barrage the other direction. Cover now. Oh, and the Zis from DarkRegion going for the kill on the stolen Zis. Good idea. Let's do force away the Obers. And the Cromwell back up to full strength. In fact, that's the second Cromwell. So double Cromwell action. Might not be terribly strong against the Panther though. Back in a decent position. Both shots connecting with the Cromwell. Stopping from max accuracy, and both of them connect again. Cromwell goes down and wrecking itself right in front of the pack, so it's unable to support any further engagements. Can't see or can't fire behind that. P4 blitzing in, going after the Cromwell. Main gun crit on the Panther. P4 pack not changing directions here. Double Zis pushing forwards. P4 still on the run. Oh man. Very lucky that Guard2707 didn't change that one. Oh! The walking Stuka gets the decro on one and the pack as well. Huge walking Stuka for Sunny. 20 kills on that now. Man, it was a bit reckless from Farlion's Panzer IV there, but thanks. That was a good bundle grenade. Yeah, thanks to that walking Stuka barrage, Axis are in such a good position now. Probably sticking around to destroy that decrewed AT gun. Guard2707 managing to capture this one. This one out here up for grabs as well. Okay. Got another sector assault coming in. Axis trying to box out the allies from being able to push back onto the battlefield here. Eagles trying to get in there for the sticky satchel. Oh, it looks like they did get it on the Panzer IV. Maybe do some collateral damage to the Puma. No, Puma clears the vicinity just in the nick of time. Quite out the back, shooting everything down right here. Oof. And allies also pushing on the far flank where there are no defenses, so very good awareness there from DarkRegion. DarkRegion 50 fuel away from another 152, just trying to hang on until then. Another dead AT gun killed. How many have there been? How many dead Zis guns have we seen? Must be like 5, right? Maybe take a look actually. There's not too much going on. 4, he produced 5, lost 4. Okay, flak bands are now coming in for Farlion. That's an interesting choice. A bit of a drive-by. Here comes the walking Stuka. Decent. A good amount of damage. But no wipes. Oh, and those Sternpires in the center going down very, very quickly. But they do survive. In comes the Axis Blob from the side. Heroes can't stick around and look for that wipe or go for the chase down. Cromwell here trying to hold the line. Doing a decent job of it so far. Here comes the quad as well now. Fans are pushing forwards aggressively. Going after the pack. Pack in a bit of trouble. Missing, pack setting up, oh, and gets decrewed just before he can reinforce it from the glider. And that is a signal for the Axis vehicles to pounce. No AT guns around here anymore. Huge explosion from the glider. E4 taking a lot of damage, but the Allies throw in the towel just before another 152 was about to hit the field. They call it quits. They're too demoralized and disheartened. Well, an entertaining match overall. A lot of wipes from Guard2707 in the early game this match. Out of character for him. The death ball from Farlion doing work just constantly. Guard2707 not having the answer to that. His AC arrived a little bit too late to stop the 250 play, but yeah, that 250 worked a treat, man. It was such a good timing for it. Very, very well done. And yeah, the pounce on that 152 over here, that was definitely the game-winning moment for the Axis. Good awareness and recognizing that it was out of position and capitalizing with the kill. Anyway, guys, I'll wrap on that. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.